Look at that. 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 That is freaking predator right there.
What?
Who thinks he's smarter than you?
What?
Who thinks he's smarter than you?
What?
Who thinks he's smarter than you? This is just Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. This is just look at that. This is just look at that. This is just look at that. This is just look at that.
Alex Jones is lying to you. That might come as a shock.
Pac-Man.
What?
Pac-Man.
What?
Pac-Man. This is just this is just Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake callers. Jones has fake callers. This is just corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Corporate takeover, censorship, debanking, arrest, tyranny. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. Pac-Man's a loser. And he's a disgrace. And he's a disgrace. And he's a disgrace. And he's a disgrace. Look at that. Look at that.
Trump was doing this with his personal toilet.
But sinks, toilets, and showers.
Elements of bathrooms.
10 times, 15 times.
Elements of bathrooms.
We're looking very strongly at sinks and showers.
Elements of bathrooms.
10 times, 15 times.
Elements of bathrooms.
What on earth is going on with Trump and toilets? Trump's White House toilet would be clogged with documents that Donald Trump was flushing down the toilet. Is this the explanation? Is this the explanation?
Big massive dumps.
Elements of bathrooms.
10 times, 15
Trump was doing this
times.
with his personal toilet.
Elements of bathrooms.
And showers.
Big massive dumps.
Elements of bathrooms.
Duty. 10 times, 15 times. Not me,
Elements of bathrooms.
God bless the United States. Thank you very much.
Elements of bathrooms.
Uh-oh. Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes. I love
Uh-oh.
mangoes.
I love mangoes too.
99 cents. Okay. Now that we are up under Biden's regime, my bag of mangoes now costs $11.99.
That seems like a pretty good deal. A bag of mangoes. Aren't mangoes like $3 each? That's it. I want what, $8 or $11. That sounds good.
The American people will lie. And highway robbery is what you're doing. Bring my mangoes back down. My bag of mangoes. My bag of mangoes.
Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes. Bring my mangoes back down. Raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Bring my mangoes back down.
The Wisconsin crowd identified with the mangoes.
Disproportionately affected the American people. Those who want me to be healthy. Those who want me to be healthy. If highway robbery is what you're doing. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of
Mangoes?
Well, welcome everybody. We've got a packed stream today, all leading up to today's town hall, which is going to be at the top of the next hour, 6 p.m. Eastern. That will be only on the other YouTube channel, on the Pacman Live YouTube channel, but that's an hour from now, and we'll have time to get to that. But that is today. Do not adjust your television, mobile phone, or computer, I guess, or toaster. Maybe people are watching us on a toaster. But that will be later. So we are going to get to that for sure. The big news, the mask mandate on airplanes is no longer in effect, at least for now, although it might go back on. We're going to see. Also, the big news, of course, Alex Jones Infowars filing for bankruptcy. Chakaseki weighing in via Super Chat saying, David, I'm deeply worried if Infowars is bankrupt, who will continue their groundbreaking coverage on the forced gender reassignment surgery of frogs? Yes. Also, transgender salamanders are now teaching kindergarten, and that's absolutely groundbreaking for a lot of parents in Florida. Let's see what else we've got. Another name says they made White House bathrooms gender neutral. And look what happened. You had elected officials flushing documents down the toilet. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money, but everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
Haley says, David, sir, did you tan your Apple bags today? Exactly. Yes. Tucker Carlson. When I say this, I'm not exaggerating. Tucker is very strongly looking into tanning testicles for testosterone increase. As we know, Tucker Carlson is the picture of masculinity to the nth degree, the epic alpha male. And along with his tasseled loafers and bow tie, he is looking at adding to his testosterone with testicle tanning. That's on yesterday's show. Haley clearly gets the reference from yesterday's show. Okay. Big thank you to the Old Tired Road, Porsche Polly, My Bag of Mangoes, Twist of the Day, Rachel Link, Beef Stews, and John the Elder Dragon, and Cosmos kicking us off with 8 Twitch Prime subscribers today. Thank you very, very much. Also, Adam Gingrich says, bless the United States. This is just a stush. What's this word supposed to be? Studishtick? Studishtick? I don't know what that is.
And God bless the United States.
Exactly. A statistic? Oh, I see. Yeah. Hold on. Do I have my Alex Jones impression? Globalist, internationalist, Trotskyite socialists, unlike Obama, Trudeau, Macron, and the rest of these Zio beasts. Right. That making sense to everybody? I hope that it is. Okay, let's just get right into it. Mask mandate no longer in effect. The following airlines have gone mask off, or I guess we would say mask optional. Delta, American, United, Southwest, Alaska, JetBlue, Spirit, and Amtrak. Amtrak, not an airline, but still going mask optional. So here's my thought on this, okay? A Trump-appointed judge said the CDC is exceeding its power by requiring masks on planes. What's the baseline? What's the basis, rather? Well, the judge said the CDC can put in place guidelines for sanitation. The judge says that's the sanitation of the airplane, not the people on it. And thus, since the masks don't sanitize the airplane, it exceeds the CDC's power. And therefore, masks are off. Now, we talked about this on the bonus show. The funny thing to me about that is that applied 6 months ago. That applied 12 months ago. Like, if that's it's not like the explanation is it's no longer necessary based on this data or that data or whatever. It's just, oh no, the CDC can't do this. And the judge makes the ruling 2 weeks before the mask mandate expires anyway. So to me, it reeks of an opportunist judge who wanted to make headlines, which she did. Now, as far as there no longer being masks on planes, I don't know how much longer masks on plane was going to last anyway. So they're gone, fine. And now people can decide. I will no longer travel on a plane if people won't be masked, or I will. Everybody can decide for themselves. The one thing I think is not fair was the fact that pilots came out of the cockpit during flights yesterday to say they've just announced no more masks, and everybody starts taking them off because there were people on those flights who were there because of the added level of safety that they perceived or had as a result of the masks being required. So to me, it would seem logical to say it's effective at midnight. Don't literally have people ripping masks off on the plane. That's my critique of it. You know, I understand the masks were going to go. In terms of me flying, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, okay, I'm not going to be dissuaded from flying. The question is, will I continue to wear masks on airplanes? I just don't know. I have no flights planned right now. So I'm not sure. But this was essentially inevitable. I even have some videos here of, here's one pilot coming out and announcing the removal of masks, and everybody starts. Remember when Trump had COVID and he went to the White House and he took the mask off and he was breathing super hard? It's sort of like a similar thing.
April 18th, the Biden administration announced that the Transportation Security Administration will no longer enforce the federal mandate requiring masks in all U.S. airports and on-board aircraft.
Like, this is very cringy to me. It's like, you know, it's like the equivalent of what? Burning a bra? I mean, I find this very dumb. Here's another one. Whoops, hold on a second. Let me go back.
For wheels up. Current weather over in Fresno, it's mostly cloudy tonight. Good visibility on the ground. A little breezy later in the evening, and a current temperature of 26 degrees Celsius. That's about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. As of 5 p.m. Today, masks are no longer required on U.S. domestic flights. Please feel free to keep wearing them if you would like to, but this goes for both employees and passengers. It is now an option. We'll be on our way as soon as we get a final head count, and all the bags are stowed in the aft compartment, so please sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2-hour flight to Fresno.
All right. Here's another one.
You already know, and I can tell by your behavior you already know. This is on my official company iPad. Does it get any more official? No. And right down there, there's some like little blue, red, yellow, and white Southwest logo stuff. I shall quote, effective immediately, employees and customers may choose whether they would like to wear a mask. We encourage you.
Woo! All right, you guys get the picture. An Alaska Airlines pilot congratulated people.
It's over immediately. Congratulations.
All right, let's do one more.
I've been going up and down this coast to South Florida to New York for about 35 years. Worked through the blackout, 9/11, all the snowstorms.
The masks were worse than working through 9/11, guys.
It's crazy stuff, and it's kind of a crazy world. We just got an announcement a few minutes ago. Some of you may have seen the press release today that a judge overturned the mask mandate. My company announces at this moment, if you choose to, you may remove your mask.
It's almost like a phoenix rising over the horizon. Rebirth.
Remain concerned. If you're compromised, you certainly can keep your mask on. Everybody be well. Sorry for the bumpy ride. I'll have you there.
Anyway, so that's the deal with the masks. The masks are coming off, and I think, you know, if it wasn't yesterday or today, it was probably May 3rd, and everybody needs to do what they want. I just think dropping them mid-flight, probably not logical, given that everybody booked the flights on the basis that people would be wearing masks. All right, so that's my hot take on that. I don't have too much else to say about it. I do have I want to give away 2 memberships. Okay, this is a really special moment for me. By popular demand, we set up a system now on our website. We added a box. We're very box oriented here, like a cat. Cats love boxes, and we do too. We added a box on our website that lets you select this as a gift. And when you do that, I get a notification that we've received a gift of a membership. And just now, Adam Gingrich, as well as Danny Thompson, just sent 2 gifts. And these are beautiful gifts. These are high price gifts. We have a list of 662 people waiting for memberships, and I'm going to give away 2 right now. James Jackson, you get a membership, and Eric Frederick, you get a membership. You'll get an email in the next day or 2 telling you click this button and then you can claim your membership. All right. So I encourage you, if you are an individual of means and you have a membership, you can give memberships away by checking the box, is this a gift? Coupon codes apply to memberships that are gifted. Like, for example, if I type in the code OBAMNA, $6 becomes $1.92, and you can still give that as a gift. If you gift a month, the person only gets a month. If you gift a year, the person gets a year. Okay, so make your judgments, but we will keep giving these out. I don't even know if this is legal. A judge has overturned gift subscriptions. And it's a Trump-appointed 22-year-old judge, if you can believe it. If you want to request a free membership, it's very easy. Go to davidpakman.com/free membership. Very, very easy to do. We will give and receive throughout the stream. Also, quick thank you to Pink and Blonde and Tampst for the Twitch Prime subscriptions, numbers 11 and 12. And yes, the town hall is today. The town hall is today at the top of the hour, but we've got other stuff to do first. Let's continue. A Trump rally at Disney World apparently caused total chaos for people going to Disney. I hate Disney as it is. This just encourages me to stay away. Take a look. What a trashy situation, huh? A Trump standout outside of Mickey Mouse. Oh, I didn't even realize they're protesting Disney. I completely forgot about this whole thing. It's not just math now that's bad. It's also Disney. What do you guys even remember? What did Disney do? Why they're mad? I covered it, but I don't even remember. Is it because Disney featured gay people in a commercial or something? What does anybody remember what it was? They're against the don't say gay bill. Okay. Disney didn't like the don't say gay bill, so Trumpists are now protesting. You know, I hated Disney before this, and I still have no interest in going to Disney, but whatever. People can do whatever they want, but very, very strange stuff. Okay, this was an interesting moment. Michael Knowles, who I was recently on a show with, appeared at Yale with Ted Cruz. And a student in the audience asked, if it would end world hunger, would Ted Cruz perform oral sex on another man? Interesting question. Let's see.
My name is Evan. Assuming that would end global hunger, would you fillet another man?
Dare I ask him to repeat? Well, actually, so I do have an answer to this. All right, I actually think it is better that the Yaley answer this. You know, there was a line in America.
Now that's weird. Is Ted Cruz? Was that sexual harassment? What? That was pretty cringy. Did Ted Cruz say that the woman should be the one to answer it? Is that what he said?
Psycho about that Yale thing. I think that's what our questioner is alluding to. Like a typical left-wing undergraduate, you are engaging in consequentialist ethics.
Okay, so consequentialist ethics means you evaluate the ethics of something by its outcome. So, like, if instead of saying how we would get it, I were to say to you, okay, is ending world hunger is a good example. Is ending world hunger and saving 10,000 people a day something we should try to do? And I go, absolutely. So then you go, okay, would you murder 2 babies in order to achieve it? And the idea, if you're a consequentialist, would be, well, if you're saving 10,000 people a day, then the murdering of the 2 babies would by definition be okay. And consequentialist ethics can be valuable and or not, depending on the situation.
You are attempting to justify flagrantly immoral behavior to achieve a good end. And I tell you, my friend, the ends do not justify the means. Absolutely. Absolutely not.
I mean, it is kind of crazy in the sense because when it's like, hey, would you eat only avocado and walnuts for the rest of your life? But like, then everybody gets to live to 150. I mean, I don't know. Why am I the one who has to eat the avocado? Why is Ted Cruz the one who has to perform oral sex on a man? But it's like, that's a pretty big deal, ending world hunger, you know?
I am curious with that young fellow, if it would solve world hunger, would you vote for Donald Trump?
Anyway, so a little tour of consequentialist ethics in, I guess, at Yale. Pretty wild stuff for sure. Let's give away a few more memberships. Adolfo. Oh no, wait a second. That's someone getting their free membership. Amber Fritz and Christine Hall have just gifted 2 memberships on our website. Those memberships go to Alan Wall and Alex Gilman. Congratulations, Alex and Alan. You have just been gifted 2 subscriptions. Also, thanks to X Broken and Twist of the Day for the Twitch Prime subs. Very much appreciate that, guys. If you're just joining us, we have a David Pakman Show viewer town hall at the top of the hour, 40 minutes from now. It will be streaming live only on the Pakman Live YouTube channel. Not on this channel, not on Twitch, not on Facebook. At the top of the hour, we're going to pinch off all of these streams. We'll go live on Pakman Live, and we will take calls. Remember, website members get priority. We calculated you're about 9 times more likely to get on the air with proper base rate calculations. Please, we're doing it statistically correctly. If you are a website member. So a little extra incentive to sign up today. You will get priority access tonight. Bay Photo says, it's odd how something as simple as a mask can become the hallmark example of political polarization. You'd think something monumental happened yesterday, judging by people's reactions. I know. It is weird. But let's continue with the content. Blaze TV host mocks the idea of trans genocide by joking about killing trans kids. This is Elijah Schaefer. Let's listen.
Okay, so what are you talking about? They go, well, he goes, well, the problem is that there is this mass genocide happening of trans kids from fascists. And I just said,
where?
Yeah, where? Listen to this. They go, well, in Texas, which I'm well aware, I live here.
Yeah.
So do you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we all have to put a trans kid and drag him behind a truck.
Yeah. How many trans kids did you kill this week?
6. They come with a toll tag.
Just remind me, you told me you did 3. I did 4. I was trying to beat you this week.
Oh, not bad.
Is this comedy or is this political analysis? Do you guys know what's going on? I don't even understand this. What show is this? Wow.
Good.
This is what they say. Crowder's team's better at everything, whether it's views, it's, you got bits and writers, and then it's like, oh, can I not at least get the trans genocide on my side?
The Blaze ships us the better trans kids.
I feel really, really cheated.
It's a murder. You should talk to them.
I feel really cheated because I get My Patriot Supply ads and stuff. Meanwhile, you get trans kids to genocide.
Trans Kid Supply. Yeah, it's a pretty good company.
Is this, I know it's not funny, but is it supposed to be funny? Nobody knows. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
My trans kids.
They come in a tackle box. It's like a half dozen.
My trans kids.
And you kill them any way you want. It's pretty good. It's only in Texas, though, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
I didn't know that because I've been killing them everywhere. So
is this what they think? Is this what the right thinks counts as satire? Maybe that's what, who exactly? Who is this aimed at? That's a good question. Steven Crowder fans? Yeah, I don't know. Ted Cruz fans? It's very weird.
Stuff.
Yeah, I started in California. Talk about the Trail of Tears. I did version 2. It's a new movie.
Yeah.
12 Years a Slave. I've been doing it for 28.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great show, guys. Very, very strange stuff. Joe asks, what are you doing about the massive dumps from the standpoint of cats in your garden? Yeah, so, okay, here's the situation. People know, about my infamous backyard gardens. There's a cat that has moved in, and is now using one of my raised beds where I very strongly planted some stuff as a litter box. And one of the things about, densely populated New York is there's no way in hell I'm going to figure out where this cat lives or who it belongs to so I could go. And by the way, I think if you have an outdoor cat, I don't know anything about cats, but if you have an outdoor cat and someone said, can you keep it inside? The whole premise is you want it outside, right? Like, I'm guessing cat owners don't make an outdoor cat, indoor cat because they're using a raised bed as a litter box. Am I right about that? Would that be offensive to the cat owner? If I was even able to find the cat owner. Right. So anyway, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go and get chicken wire. I'm going to wrap everything in chicken wire. It's not a stray. It has a collar. I'm going to put chicken wire walls around my raised beds. I got an ultrasonic animal element. I don't even know what it's supposed to do, but apparently when it senses motion, it's solar powered. You just stick it in the raised bed, and when it senses movement from animals, it like releases some noise that cats don't like, so that then they run away. And I might even, someone said that you could do cayenne and black pepper all over the place, that it won't hurt your plants, but that the cats really don't like it. So I know there's people who are going to suggest significantly more aggressive means of dealing with the cat. Trust me, I'm aware that there are more aggressive ways of dealing with the cat, but I'm not looking to kill animals. Humans also don't like the noise of those. Well, I'll have to figure that out then. Some people might have to be annoyed by the noise, but it's a pretty nightmarish situation. I'm not going to lie. It's not as bad as having to wear a mask on a plane, but it's pretty bad. I want to say thank you to Monstore, Adam David Lee as well for the Twitch Prime subscriptions, number 17 and 18. 17 and 18. Very, very exciting. Couple other super chats. Sir, have you seen Jesse Waters' dating tips discussed on the 5? I have not. If someone sends it to me, I'll look at it on the next stream. I just have way too much stuff going on today. Let's continue, in fact. Here is Geraldo Rivera makes the accurate point that immigrants commit crimes at a very low rate. Undocumented immigrants, which is true. And Janine Pirro just says, no, it's not true.
When was the last time you heard of an undocumented immigrant committing a horrible crime? They are disproportionately law-abiding other than the offense of coming across the border.
True.
Are you kidding? Well, there's one of them. And
DUI?
One of them.
Just hacking up a bunch of people on Long Island.
What about the per capita? What about the fact that...
So you want to admit 20, 30 million are here?
No, I don't want to, but I want you to know that these people...
Yeah, Geraldo's completely right. I know Geraldo was like a big Trump guy for a while. I don't know if he is now. I don't even care. Geraldo's completely right. And it just makes perfect sense. Why does it make perfect sense? It's sort of like I recently read this book about the serial killer, Richard Kuklinski. And one of the things Kuklinski would say is when he had a body in the back of the car, he took extra care to drive the speed limit, and he checked his brake lights and all of these different things. And in the same way, not that being here illegally is like murder, but the point is, if you know that you're in a situation that is problematic legally, like being in the country undocumented, it makes perfect sense that you would be extra careful to avoid attracting the attention of police. It's obvious intuitively, and it's also backed by the data. Both documented and undocumented immigrants commit crimes in the United States at a lower rate than natural-born citizens. Yes, Richard Kuklinski, also known as the Iceman, as many people are pointing out. Very much interesting book by Philip Carlo I recently read. Oh, by the way, people have been asking for this, and I have finally done it. People have been saying, David, sir, please tell us what finance books we should read.
Sir.
Exactly. I have now put together the list at davidpakman.com/finance. These are books I would recommend on personal finance. Okay. davidpakman.com/finance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you read these 10 books, You will not only be ahead of 99% of the population in terms of knowledge of personal finance, you'll probably be ahead of at least a third of financial advisors, quite frankly. And that's not a joke. It's also not an attack on financial advisors. There's just a lot. Most people are not good at their jobs. It's not anything special about financial advisors. Okay. If you read these 10 books, you will be ahead of 99% of the population and at least 30% of financial advisors. Okay. Financial advisors hate me because of this one simple trick, davidpakman.com/finance. And yes, if you use the links here to get these books, we do get a small, very small commission, smaller than Trump's hands even. Okay. So that's that. Let me give away a few more memberships. Lori Parkinson has just gifted a membership. Oh, just Lori. Lori, you're new member number 19. And that membership goes to Susan Malfeld. Susan, you get a membership thanks to Lori. I also want to welcome Marco Janet, as well as, and Lori Parkinson signing up for herself as well, putting us at 21. Thank you very much, guys. You can gift a membership at joinpakman.com. You can get a free membership by requesting it at davidpakman.com/free membership. I do want to be clear. We have 662 people waiting right now, and I would love to clear those as quickly as we possibly can. Let's continue. This video has been floating around. This is of Christian songs being sung on a plane. It is vomitous. Let's look. Now, here's the question I have not gotten a straight answer to. This is not a commercial flight, right? I'm guessing this is like a missionary charter or something like that. I have a hard time imagining Delta would allow this. And also there's a couple of people not wearing masks, and this is from days ago. Can somebody confirm this was like a charter for a missionary group or something, right? This is not just a commercial flight. Also, the outside of the plane here, I'm not familiar with this livery for any mainstream airline. It was, okay. It was a chartered flight. Yeah, it's vomitous anyway, but the fact that it's a Christian flight makes it more logical. It makes it more logical. There's someone staring at the emergency door longingly. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so I've never been on a flight like that. This is really weird. This is a guy named, this is Max Blumenthal. He was on the Jimmy Dore show, and he said that when he had the virus, that it felt digital. Now, I don't know what the hell that means.
Donate plasma today, please. Convalescent plasma. Apply light and heat. Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, very powerful light. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'm not a doctor.
Right. This is really weird, guys. I've met Max a couple times. Perfectly nice guy. But I don't even understand what this means.
When you got COVID, didn't it feel digital?
Oh God. You know, when a friend of mine had COVID, he felt it was like 192K bit rate. Like the audio was just better. It wasn't like 128 or 64. It was just like high fidelity.
When you got COVID, didn't it feel digital?
I don't know what you mean by that.
It feels digital. It just doesn't feel
like it was too wacky even for Dore.
Like anything else when you have COVID.
To me, it felt like I got Omicron, and it felt like I didn't get Delta or the first one, so I got the most mild version so far. I think I even have the last version of Omicron, and it was like I had the sniffles. It was like nothing. I wouldn't even mention it to people if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, and I know I had COVID because I got tested. So yeah, I wouldn't even have mentioned it. So to me, it didn't feel anything except like the mildest flu I ever had.
I once had a stomach bug in 4K. Can you guys believe that? It was crazy.
I mean, when I had it, it wasn't bad or threatening in any way, but it felt unlike any other
Yeah.
virus I'd ever contracted.
Okay.
So my understanding of this is saying that the virus felt digital. It must mean that it's sort of kowtowing to the idea that it's like a man-made bioweapon, right? Like, I don't even know what that would mean. It's got to be it was created in a lab thing. Is that probably what it means? I don't even know. Digital.
It's completely unusual. And there was a sort of digital feeling.
Okay.
I once had a hangnail in surround sound. I couldn't even tell what direction it was coming from, whether it was my hand or foot. I thought it was my right thumb. It was actually my pinky toe because it was just coming. It was like Dolby 5.1. It was crazy. Okay, a few super chats. David, do you believe Tucker's end of masculinity is a result of Trump's ban on men?
And we will ban men.
I do. And thanks to Raylene for the super chat as well. Yeah, I don't know what Max is talking about. It felt digital. Very strange. Very, very strange. Thanks to Skittle Stew, Susanna Floor, Holly Gorak, and Bobby for the Twitch Prime subscriptions, putting us at 25. I really appreciate that. Once I had bronchitis in binary. It was coming out of me in only zeros and ones. My doctor didn't know what the hell was going on. He suggested a reboot, and I was like, I don't even, what buttons do you press to reboot? It was very strange. Really, really strange. Yeah, I once sneezed in extremely high frame rate. That did happen too. Okay. I haven't watched this yet. My colleague John sent this to me. Apparently, Bill Maher was on some show with Bella Thorne. And I guess he kind of like mocked anxiety. Let's see what this is about.
I fell into weed because of like serious
this is beautiful.
stomach issues and anxiety and like crippling anxiety. And weed has really changed my life and
What
good.
is it with you kids and anxiety? What is causing all the anxiety?
I think everything, the world, the way that the
world.
world
You don't
is now, it's, constant, just bad. Everywhere you look is so bad.
You know what?
And it's
I
hard
find
to
this
find
to be
enjoyment in your natural day.
I find this to be a disingenuous argument because your generation doesn't know what's going on in the world. So how can you be that fucking concerned about what's going on in the world? I know what's going on in the world. I should have the anxiety.
And then I guess in another clip, he mocked trans people, and I guess Bella Thorne didn't like it.
Born.
It doesn't even matter because everybody's switching their sexes constantly.
They're switching sexes.
No, I'm not kidding about it. I mean, I'm kidding about that. But people do switch sexes a lot more than they used to. There's a lot of trans, I always see that in the paper about somebody who has switched their sex, which I'm all, if that's what makes you,
Yes.
is that what blows your dress
Bad
up?
bitches all the way.
Who?
Yes. Bad bitches.
Fat bitches. Why
Bad bitches.
Oh, bad bitches.
Bad bitches. Be who you are. Yes. Claps.
Right.
Claps. Makes me happy.
I mean, I think there's some money to be made in some sort of exchange with everyone switching where, like, if you need a penis, take a penis. If you have a penis, give a penis. Like if there was some exchange, maybe Bitcoin could be involved. And you could,
Wow, Bella Thorne finding this absolutely hilarious, as you guys can see. What a weird show. What a very, very strange show. I want to say thank you to Cooper Munger. Cooper just gave a gift of a membership at joinpacman.com. The lucky recipient of that gift is Evan Spry. Evan, you get a membership. We'll be emailing you in the next couple of days, and you will be able to collect on that. Really very much appreciate that. Let me continue. This is cultural critic and arbiter of ideas, Dave Rubin, was brought on Fox to react to people who protested Ted Cruz. And I guess he said they should be punished. Hold on a second. But isn't that their speech, though?
To silence conservatives at their school and campuses all across America.
And I got to tell you, when you come out of school, most places you work are not safe spaces. Most bosses are not going to be overly worried about injuring your fragile feelings. And so I think the point of education is to prepare you for life. And that means encountering things that make you uncomfortable, that make you doubt, that make you question. That's really what an education's all about.
Senator Cruz, along with many others, also signing an open letter demanding that Yale punish the disruptors or the protesters at last month's free speech event.
Author and a Rubin Report host.
Now, I'm sure Dave Rubin, as a conservative anti-regulation libertarian, would say, no, people shouldn't be punished for legal speech.
Dave Rubin joins us now to react. Dave, what about the senator going back to the eye of the storm with that school of thought, which was remarkably unpopular with the student body?
Well, good for Ted Cruz. And of course, Ted Cruz is completely right here. Look, you have a right to protest. It's the most American right there is. You can voice your opinion and you can do it peacefully and properly. And that's what the free exchange of ideas is all about. What you can't do is use your free speech to shout down somebody else. You can't lock doors. You can't pull fire alarms, the litany of other things that we've seen.
Hold on a second. Pulling a fire alarm? That's not speech. What? Isn't it shouting fire in a crowded theater that people say? What is it? You can't pull a fire alarm. What the hell is he talking about? I mean, I don't think you're allowed, if you pull a fire alarm for no reason, I'm pretty sure that that's against the law, but is that considered speech? Is it just the wrong euphemism? I don't even know what he's talking about. You're not allowed, you can have speech, but you can't pull a fire alarm. I don't even know what he's talking about. Okay.
Every college in America, and until the administrators, the professors, the donors, until they all decide this can't happen anymore, it's going to continue to happen. I suspect at this point the institutions are probably too infected, and we just
So how are people supposed to protest ultimately? Is it there's a speaker you don't like, and you can protest outside? But if you're inside, you have to be quiet when it's their turn. I mean, I'm not saying I'm big on shouting down speakers either, but I'm not saying that. I think there's a kind of complicated area where it's like, okay, well, the speaker is here. I'm not going to shout the entire time. At a certain point, shouting the entire time is disturbing the peace, I think, or disorderly. So you could be removed for that, maybe. But where is the line exactly?
Just need to build new things, because it doesn't seem, no matter how many times you guys talk about it, or I talk about it, or Ben Shapiro talks about it, they just keep marching. So maybe we just actually need new things.
Well, that's a great point. But the irony of that event we were looking at, where the speakers were shouted down, is it was a free speech event.
Right. And didn't everybody speak? I mean, shouting is speech, right? I don't know. Again, I'm not saying it's my thing. Like, listen, I've done a bunch, dozens of speaking events. If someone was committed to just screaming the entire event, I would expect at a certain point they're escorted out. And if they refuse to leave nicely, at a certain point you call the police and you say, these people aren't even welcome here. This is not a public venue. We're trespassing them. We are indicating, please leave. Like, I would expect that would happen eventually. But I just don't even really get what their argument is.
And they didn't want to hear one side of it. And I think it was about a week after that, then a federal judge suggested, on appeals court, he sent an email out to other judges, and he said, I don't think we should hire clerks from Yale Law School, because I don't know that they can be fair, given the fact that they won't even listen to both sides of a story.
But wait a second. So it's okay to punish the protesters because of their speech for employment purposes? I mean, but that's okay. These people are bonkers, huh?
Well, Brian, first off, it's 2022. Irony is long since dead, so there's nothing we can do on the irony factor. But yes, I mean, this is the problem, because it's not just that we're allowing these kids to shout down speakers who are invited by the school. I mean, in Ted Cruz's case, we're talking about a sitting senator, right? It's not just that. It's that then the education that these kids get, the very things they learn, the things that law students should learn related to the exchange of free speech and protest.
Oh, Dave Rubin knows what they should be doing in law school. Give me a break. Okay. All right, so another impeccable hot take from Dave Rubin. Let me say thank you to Terry Schwerin. Terry just gifted a membership at joinpacman.com. The lucky recipient of that membership is going to be Emery Bigger. Emery Bigger, congratulations. You have just been given a membership. I would love for you guys to gift a membership. We have, at this point, 663 people waiting desperately. All these people, they're up all night waiting for a membership, okay? We have a new box on our website. When you go through the sign-up process, check the box that says this is a gift. That will then pop up a membership we can give away. We have 663 people waiting. If you want a membership for yourself, in all seriousness, it is our primary funding source, so I would love for you to get a membership at joinpacman.com. And, of course, we always love people supporting via Twitch as well. In about 15 minutes, we are going to be going into our David Pakman Show Viewer Town Hall. The Viewer Town Hall will be streaming on Pakman Live, and everybody will be welcome to call in. There will be an express lane for our website members, but that's going to be a really great thing. UDEF Hecu says, why is a private charter plane singing their religious songs vomitous? Would you say the same thing if they were Jewish or Muslim? Absolutely. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Jermaine Pickett. David, sir, your show is winning bigly. Thanks for the streams and coverage. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Do we want, it's been so long, do we want to squeeze in one Whitney voicemail? Let's just see what she's up to. We haven't heard from her for weeks.
Also, I noticed that Matt Walsh was saying what is wiki materials or whatever. And I looked up his, and it's super duper close to a urinal. So
what the hell is Whitney talking about? I don't know what on earth she's saying. What the hell? That was bizarre. Let me see if I've got anything else here as far as voicemails go. The Eggman called in about testosterone.
Hi, Dave. I think testosterone is going down in men right now in our society because of tall buildings, skyscrapers. Shalom.
And we will ban men.
Okay. So there's that. Tomorrow, I'm going to be covering this arrest from Syracuse, New York, where a 10-year-old boy who stole allegedly a bag of potato chips. Unclear if they even had safflower oil or what kind of oil they had. He was pretty aggressively arrested. It's a horrible, horrible thing to see.
What is y'all doing?
Guess. Take a guess what I'm doing.
Hey, you're like a baby to me. Why you?
Guess what I'm doing.
I don't know what you doing. I just see you snatching him up off the.
No.
So what? So what's going on then?
You're stealing stuff. If you break into your house to steal something.
Nah, man. What, he stole a bag of chips? So y'all treat me like a whole cold-blooded fucking killer?
Whoa.
You don't even know what you're
Keep
talking
walking.
about.
I know what I just came up and see. I know the fuck I just came up and see.
Okay, what did you see?
I see y'all snatching him up a bike like you're a fucking grown-ass man. Ain't he saying it wasn't him?
All right, so 10-year-old arrested. You know what's crazy? I vividly remember when I was probably 12 and my little brother was 10. I remember being at a grocery store and going through the checkout, and then we get home, and all of a sudden, my brother takes out a king-sized Snickers. Not even regular size. This was like the big boy. You guys know the king size, right? And my parents say to my brother, "Sir, where did you get that?" And he says, "At the grocery store." What do you mean? And he had stolen it. And, my parents said, well, we're going to go and we're going to give it back because that's wrong. You can't do that. We didn't pay for it. And so they went back to the grocery store and they gave it back. And of course, the grocery store said, "Thank you for being honest, but. And it was like a big, lesson. Imagine if the police were called because my brother had stolen a Snickers, it was wrong. But it's like lesson learned, you had to go back and apologize and give it back. What are we doing here? My brother was not black. That is true. That's absolutely accurate. You've correctly assessed the race of my brother. He was not black. How mad were my parents? I don't know. I mean, they said it's wrong. Said it's wrong. You can't do that. They said, sir, you can't do that. And he gave it back. So we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Here's a Florida woman harassing, I don't actually see the kid in the video, but I guess there's harassing a trans kid. And now here's the thing. Oh, man. Whenever you say in this setting, when we're looking at someone on video, this person's mentally ill or on drugs, there's blowback where it's like, you're not supposed to say that. You're stigmatizing mental illness or you're stigmatizing drug addiction. I'm not doing any of those things, but this person does not seem to be of their right mind. I don't know if it's mental illness or drug abuse. I don't know what it is, but a lot of this stuff is people who are not, they don't have their wits about them, I think is what I'm trying to say. I'm not a mental health professional, etc. Exactly, Green Man, exactly. Just take a look at this, okay?
Leah Thomas. And this was misgendering. What's your sex? My sex? Do you have a penis or you have a vagina? We're good.
You have a enis or you have a vagina? I mean, guys, like what the hell is going on here?
You're female. You're a woman. You're a girl.
Yes, I am female, but my pronouns are they, them.
There's no such thing as they, them. That's stupid.
What'd she say? There's no such thing as what? What was that? Did anybody catch that? Let me just go back a second. There's no such thing as what?
There's no such thing as they, them.
There's no such thing as data? Did she say data? Oh, they, them. They, them. Oh, my God. There's no such thing as they, them. Okay. All right. There's no such thing as a datum?
That's stupid. You're one person. I want to call her. Why not? What's wrong with females? You don't call me a woman. Then I can also be called female. No, you can't. You're not. That's delusional. You will always be a woman.
Oh, is this the mom right here?
So you can yell at me all you want. She's a child. You can stop yelling at children and take it up with me. Her.
And that's illegal.
It's wonderful for you to have an opinion on that. No, it's not.
It's wonderful for you to have an opinion. I like that. That's a great line. It's wonderful for you to have an opinion on that. That's really kind of like saying F you. Man, that is great. I should use that with guests. I love that you have an opinion on this. I really do. Now, unfortunately.
It's a fact. You are acting a child. I'm not attacking nobody. I'm saying reality. You have a problem with reality. You are indoctrinating your daughter. No, you could be yelling, the sky is blue, and if you yell it in a child's face, it's not okay. Do you understand that? Oh my goodness. No, so you don't?
Oh boy.
No matter what color you think it is.
Wow, that went over her head. The mom says you could be yelling the sky is blue, but you don't yell it in a child's face. And the woman goes, the sky is blue. There's no way around it. The sky just is blue. She completely going on.
What gender you want to give it? Just don't yell it in the face of a child. I'll yell it in your face. That's fine. I don't want that. You're using them as shields. No, you are. Come yell it in my face. That's fine. I was completely fine with you yelling at me. I think it's silly, but if that's what you guys do, just don't do it to the kids.
Well, yeah. So anyway, I don't know whether that's drugs or what that is, but or some kind of mental illness. I'm just not sure, but pretty wacky stuff going on there for sure. Thank you to Braided Dragon. I really appreciate your Twitch Prime subscription. You're number 28 today. Also want to say thank you to Christina Hillard. Christina just did an incredibly great humanitarian act. Christina just gifted a membership. And now thanks to Christina, Nick White gets a membership. Nick, congratulations. You're next up. Whoever next gifts a subscription, it will go to Ryan Del Percio. Ryan is next up for website gifts. Whoever is next would be gifting one to him. And that's a really exciting thing. BR Matting via Super Chat says, serious question. Does the David Pakman Show filter certain Super Chats before putting them on screen? No, they just pop up. Did YouTube eat my $5? No biggie, just curious. So the ones that are under $5 don't pop up at all. So if it wasn't actually $5, I don't know, but we don't filter them. Derek says, I guarantee the lady in the white shorts behind her brought potato salad with raisins to the protest. Lady with the white shorts. Lady with the white shorts. Hold on. I didn't see a lady with white shorts. Oh, right there. Oh, okay. Oh, man. All right. Okay. And then here is our friend Walter Masterson talking to someone about some kind of, there's something reptilian going on.
England, with the Queen of England and her family, is what I understand. They could be, we could even go reptilian type people, maybe.
And a reptilian, for the viewers that don't know, what is a reptilian?
Reptilian is like a shift shaper.
It's a shift shaper, not a shape shifter. It's a shift shaper.
Shaper. They can change their shift to reptilian to human. You can see it in their eyes. You can see the evil.
They change their ship to a reptilian.
Well, ship shaper. What they are is
It's a ship shaper. They shape ships. They took the Queen Mary 2, turned it into a tugboat.
Shift.
It's Paul Schaefer from the Paul Schaefer Band pops up.
Yeah, ship shapers. Yeah, they change their shape in their ship. They do that.
So like a shapeshifter.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, that's genius. Oh man, that is crazy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Any other people out there that we should know that are reptilians?
Yes, the Jews. I mean, guys, let's call it for what it is, okay? This entire reptilian shape-shifting thing, it has some pretty serious anti-Semitic overtones, as many of you know. I know many of you. You know, let's just cut the crap and get to what it is here.
Well, you just look in their eyes.
Right.
You see the dark.
Whoa.
Dear God. Man, isn't that wild? That is really something else. Tremendous job as always, David, says Harrison via Super Chat. Thank you. Brody says early voting starts next week in the Texas Democratic primary runoffs. Can I get a shout out for Progressive Cisneros and TX28 and Jan McDowell and TX24? Don't know who they are. Couldn't possibly say one word about them one way or the other. But everybody get involved in your local elements of elections. Very, very, very important. Thanks to Very Serious Man for the Twitch Prime subscription. On that note, this stream will end right now. We're going to the town hall, okay? Right now, we're doing the town hall 3 minutes from now, okay? The town hall will be live on our other YouTube channel. It's right now, okay? YouTube.com/PacmanLive. I'm going to go offline here. Everybody go to live. It's only going to be on live. We're opening the phone lines wide open. Members get priority. It's today in 3 minutes. People asking, where is it? It's on Pacman Live. When is it? It's in 3 minutes. How do you call in? davidpacman.com/Discord. Okay, I'll see everybody then. We're going to get set up on the other channel. Stand by.